Wow, there's just so many orange habaneros. And I don't particularly like the habaneros. My cabbages, oh, you see what I see? There's a little bit of eatage on these. You may remember I was comparing my cabbage things to my neighbours, but his have gone, whereas mine still thrive. You know, they say comparison is the thief of joy, and that's especially true with cabbages, I think. You know, thou shalt not compare thy neighbour's cabbage. I think we all know that passage very well. We're getting a surprising amount of volunteer potatoes, and seeing as I have nothing else to grow, I think I'll just leave them and see what develops. And we even have some volunteer tomatoes here. It's the volunteer army of John's allotment. And in here, oh, you look at that. That's really fine looking kale, John. Absolutely splendid. I've seldom seen such kale as this. It fairly glistens in the early afternoon sun. Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, you know, do my best. Oh, John, you're such a humble man. I think you're doing yourself down. I think this is obviously prize-winning kale. Oh, I wouldn't say prize-winning kale. You know. Oh, no, John. I'm not sure what kind of prize, but possibly prize-winning kale. Yes. Yes, I suppose you could be right. Yes. Let me think about that. And I will pick some of this kale and I will eat it. Here is a jalapeno that has ripened into this red. Here's what it might have looked like before, this green one. Things are falling down. Oof, blimey. Look at those. If you like green jalapenos, you know. But look, this is what they call corking here on this red jalapeno. It means it's, you know, ripe, and it produces this corking. And some people say the more corking, the hotter it is. So this is actually falling. I need to either move this. Could I just move it around like that? Would it stay? No, it wouldn't, John. That's your answer. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, including that, 11 on this little tiny weedy bush, and there's still more coming. What a superb doer. Hello, welcome to the allotment here on a Saturday morning, Saturday afternoon actually. It's about lunchtime. That's why I came here, because mostly people come in the morning and do a bit of work, and then they leave around about lunchtime, and that's when I arrive. The persimmon tree, which was here, has now completely been either harvested or just they've all been eaten. Persimmons, yes. I'm not such a big persimmon fan. How's the audio? It is particularly windy today. This is not mine. I wish it was. Look at this broccoli. Wow, it's a huge plant. He's harvested it here. He's growing sprouts, Brussels sprouts. Wow. Brussels sprouts just makes me think of Christmas. I quite like sprouts. They're not a particularly popular vegetable here in Japan. Maybe they're being grown as a curiosity. Maybe someone saw them in the garden centre, thought, give them a go. And when they bite them, they'll think, oh, it's a tiny cabbage. A tiny baby cabbage. How cute. And onions. I'm really thinking I should have a go at onions. I've always been a little bit intimidated by the onion, as I'm sure we've all had that experience, John. Intimidated by an onion at an early age, and it leaves a mark, doesn't it? An onion mark, and it goes down. There are so many layers to onion trauma. You peel back one, and there are just tears, onion tears, layer upon layer, until finally you get down to a sweet little pickled onion, and you think, that's all right, that's great with a cheese sandwich. So yeah, maybe I could do that, couldn't I? I could do that. Oh, look at this. I just noticed. He's actually just planted lettuce. Wow. I mean, it's almost December. I mean, it's December in 2 days' time, I think. Today's the 20... What is it today, John? 28? Tomorrow's 29. What day is it today?
Hello, I'm Frank Desley.
And I'm Des Frankly.
And this is picking particularly perfectly perky plump pepper protuberances past a post-punk styly. Oh yes.
Oh yes. What actually is a styly, Frank?
Well, you know, Des, it's a kind of style, isn't it? And anyway, let's get straight into it. And here's John, and he's going straight in now with the secateurs. He's picking some peppers. He's perfectly picking them peppers, don't you think, Des?
I do indeed, Frank. He's got such a lot of peppers, and he's been going on and on about them peppers, all season. What does he do with them? That's what I want to know. He grew them. Now, what does he do with them?
Well, Des, there's so many things you can do with a perfectly ripe pepper. Don't you think they're so spicy? You could make a lovely hot sauce, or perhaps a curry. You like curries, don't you, Des?
Of course I do, Frank. Who doesn't like a curry?
Well, who indeed, Des? I've no idea. Surely the whole world loves a curry. How's your nan, Des?
Me nan died in 1993, actually, Frank.
Oh, Des, I'm very sorry to hear that.
No, that's all right, Frank. She had a good innings, and she loved her gardening. Did me nan? Really loved her gardening.
Well, that's very heartening to hear that, Des. I think someone who loves their gardening is someone who loves life.
Well, I can't disagree with you there, Des.
Right, yes, Des.
So, is that it?
I think it appears to be, Des, yes. Perhaps we'll just let John get on with picking his peppers, and do you fancy a pint?
Ooh, very nice, Des, yes. Come on, let's go.
Well, it's getting rather windy, and it's probably not doing the sound very good, is it? But that's it. I'm gonna go. I've done a good day's work here picking a handful of peppers, and now it's time to go home and have another cup of tea and some biscuits. And yes, so this is John in between gusts of wind saying, look at this. This is John saying thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time, whenever that is. Thank you very much. Bye.